What if I to say we are in the midst of a silent tsunami? Every 6 minutes, there is someone suffering from a heart attack. Yes, heart attacks are the leading cause of death globally. It's a global killer. And who bears the burden of this disease? South Asians. South Asians who belong to the Indian subcontinent. You have the Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Indians. And whichever country these South Asians migrate to, they have the higher rate of heart attacks than the general population, almost 40 to 45% higher. If you're lucky enough to survive a heart attack, you have increased chance of having another attack, subsequent repeated attacks. To prevent this, the doctor comes to you and says, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I could remove the clot from your heart. But the bad news, you need to change your lifestyle. That is, you need to modify your diet, you have to stop smoking and start exercising. And if that's bad news for us, what about South Asians, whose lifestyle is embedded and entrenched in ethnocultural practices? Because we as South Asians believe that ghee, butter, oil symbolizes wealth, and we use it quite lavishly in our cooking. We believe that being rounded and being chubby is significant of good health and keeps our mothers and mother-in-laws happy. We are quite attracted to the samosa, which is rich in oil, rather than to the apple. So here comes my question. After a heart attack, do South Asians change their lifestyle? If they do, how do they choose and prioritize this lifestyle? And most importantly, what is the role of ethnicity in choosing these lifestyle choices? So instead of using a theory, which is right out there, I use an approach which uses the stories of the central figures in this phenomena. And here it is the South Asians who have had a heart attack that tells the story. And I listen to the story in face-to-face interviews. And I forge links between the stories and formulate an explanation so that I can develop a substantial theory, a theory which has got psychological aspects because it is about personal choices of how and why. It has got sociological aspects because it explains the role of ethnicity, and most fundamentally, as a health professional, because it explains the why of what the South Asians do, it helps me to enter into a meaningful dialogue with them and help them to support the choice of having apple instead of a samosa. Thank you.